for the way I didn't know somebody was gonna die.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
For those of you who are new around here, I'm Ruth.
And I'm Ahmed.
And there are three people that are missing. Our daughter Saffron, our son Junaid, and our son-in-law Daniel, who has deserted us and gone back to the UK. So, today's video, babe.
Today's video.
I'm excited about this one.
I'm kind of not, but you know.
Today's another reaction video. We're going to actually be reacting to 15 most dangerous animals kept as pets. I love it, like I love animals, I love it, I love pets. I'm trying to persuade Ahmed to get a pet, and I just like to see, you know,
it's just
how we live in harmony.
Sure. So without further ado, we're gonna jump straight into the video.
Forget cats and dogs. These extraordinary pets break all the rules.
Whoa!
These deadly animals have all been domesticated by their unorthodox owners, proving that you can think outside the box when it comes to adopting an animal companion. If you thought your dog had a mean bark, wait until you see these petrifying pets. These 15 dangerous animals kept as pets. Little boy and his python. Most little boys be
click off.
Kitten, but this kid
click off. No, don't watch the video.
found a tiny snake in their house and
oh my god.
Look at the little boy.
She kept the small serpent after dreaming about a great snake that protected her family. But little did she know that the python was such an unusual
Hold on, we're like how far in? Less than 1 minute in. My guy's riding the python. He's sitting on his back, cross-legged. What?
Riding the python.
Oh wow! I didn't even mean it like that.
Yeah,
he's riding the python.
Bond with her son. 3-month-old Sambath loved his new friend so much that they would hug, cuddle, and even sleep together in his crib. They named the python Cam Rowan, which translates to progress in English. And the little boy even learned to crawl alongside the baby snake, who was just starting to slither. Before they knew it, this dangerous creature had grown into a 16-foot-long, 220-pound snake. But by then, their bond was already unbreakable, and the boy and the snake's unusual friendship started to gain attention around the world. 12 miles south from Cambodia's capital of Phnom Penh, tourists started to travel to check out the kinship between this young boy and
this boy needs to hold it down.
How did they feed it? What did they feed it?
They're feeding it enough because it ain't eating that
That's
little boy.
That's what I'm saying. So what are they feeding it?
Chicken, goats, cows, everything in it.
For it to be that big.
Passive.
And still.
I feel like I want to know what it smells like.
What the snake smells like? So, if you don't know Ruth, these are some of the things that she'll come up with.
But wouldn't you want to know?
I just want to know what it smells like. I don't know who else would be thinking about what it smells like, but welcome to Ruth's world.
a gigantic python. This snake even had its own 7 by 10 foot room, complete with a little spirit house where Sambath's father would pray that the huge python would keep their family safe. However, it looks like this love story has a not so happy ending. When this enormous snake bit the boy, the family was forced to give up their fanged family member. Sambath was heartbroken, but reportedly told the press that he wants his next pet to be a bunny rabbit. Now let's get ready for today's missing topic. This insane image surfaced on the web a few years ago, and we've...
This is where I draw the line. Absolutely not.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind these ones. I wouldn't mind wolves at all. Just want to be the leader of the pack.
Jeez!
It is ever since. These gigantic wolves would normally run wild in the forests of Alaska, Canada, or even Russia. However, here they seem to be on a leash at the command of a mysterious girl.
A little girl as well.
Of the earth were keeping deadly wolves as a pet, as a way of life.
Huskies are wolves,
we know that there are sledders in the Arctic who keep entire packs of huskies at home. Perhaps wolves make loyal companions too. So, what do you guys think? Are these giant beasts really part of the family?
Have you seen that that video where the police officers pulled somebody over. I think it's in Russia, and he's giving them a ticket, and then they just see wolves running down the road, and he jumps in the back of the car. I want to know if they still got the ticket. Like, I saved your life, bro.
Did you know that if you smash the like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell, you're more likely to win the lottery?
Oh,
So
there
what
you
are
go.
waiting for?
Do what he said. What you wait? Do what he says.
If you needed more
on this video.
motivation.
Breakfast with a bear. Most people would run from this ursine creature, but this Russian family welcomed a giant brown bear into their home with open arms.
Absolutely not.
Lived with the
Oh my God.
Okay, so this is one of my other pet peeves. I'm on 10 today. My man kissed a bear in its mouth. Well, there's nothing else I want to say. You already
After
know.
being adopted at just 3 months old.
Oh look, he wants the grapes.
He's a real member of the family. This adorable bear
I remember
eats
this.
at the table and cuddles up on the couch to watch
I
his
think it
favorite
died or
shows.
something.
Yeah, we know what you're thinking. It's pretty unusual to live with a gigantic brown bear, but Svetlana and Yuri have an extremely special bond with this wild animal. They found Stepan as a tiny cub orphaned in the woods near Moscow.
I don't want to know what he
Back to health,
smells like.
Eventually adopting the bear as if he were their own child. The brown bear is totally tame and has even officiated at a wedding. Come on, how awesome would it be to get married by a bear? Stepan probably wouldn't have survived by himself in the wild, so it seams as though
Stepan
he was
bear.
pretty blessed to have been adopted by his human parents.
Oh, he's
What do you
sitting
guys
down.
think? Should wild animals stay in the wild?
If he wouldn't have survived in the wild, I don't see anything wrong
Kojak,
with
the
looking
croc.
after
You
it.
can't think of a creature that would make much more
Nope.
of an unlikely pet. This domesticated croc lived like one of the family in Bogor, West Java for more than 21 years. Juan and his wife even described Kojak as one of their grandchildren, even though he's 9 feet tall and 900 kilograms. While owning exotic animals is a common occurrence in Indonesia, keeping a gigantic croc as a pet certainly is unusual. This is one brave couple. They adopted the dangerous reptile when it was just a tiny baby, measuring a measly 10 centimeters. However,
wow.
this cute critter eventually
I didn't know they
grew
could
up.
be so
They fed
small.
their pet crocodile a whopping 2 kilograms of fish every day.
Wow.
Itu mungkin sekitar 50.000.
And their human grandchildren even brushed the reptile's teeth with no fear for their safety. Looks like Kojak really was domesticated. However, after viral vids of Kojak started to circulate online, officials from the Natural Resources Conservation Agency came to remove Kojak from Irwan and his family's home. Much to their heartbreak, crocs are a protected animal under Indonesian law, and he was taken to Taman Safari Conservation Park. They had to put
Which
Kojak on a
give it
strict
more
diet
space.
due to all the treats he had been
Oh, he needed to lose weight because he had too many treats. That's why he couldn't get that last fish in his mouth. I was like,
eating at home. This sad separation was ultimately for the best.
Wow.
Kojak got to live a life more suited for a croc.
I'm glad someone's looking after him. They didn't just put him out into the
Lion
wild.
cubs for the grandkids. These unbelievable pets had a rough start in
look
life
how
when
cute.
Palestinian refugee
Gorgeous,
Saad
isn't it?
al-Jamal saw these 2-month-old lion cubs at Rafah Zoo. He fell in love with the captive
Oh,
cats.
no.
The zoo had been damaged by airstrikes, and so Saad decided to adopt these majestic creatures and take them home to the Al-Shabura refugee camp in the southern Gaza Strip. These big cats soon became a part of the family, and they named the female cub Mona and the male one Alex. His 6 grandchildren loved playing with the cubs, and they would run around the apartment and play
Big
fight out in the
feet,
streets.
Yeah.
However, cute little cubs don't stay cute little cubs
yeah.
forever. Before long, these small lions were starting to grow up and become
look at
more
they're
and
still
more
young,
fearsome.
they're just
Pretty soon, they were
big.
becoming a burden, and keeping up with their
Alex
huge
when he was
appetites for
little.
meat was
Yeah.
proving to be expensive. The animal welfare group Four Paws intervened when Alex and Mona were being kept confined inside and took responsibility for the big cats. Maybe lions don't make the best pets after all. Looks like it's just the circle of life.
I saw they did that.
Oh, I thought they were gonna be
Hyenas are
grow
known
to
for
be
being
bigger.
vicious, ruthless scavengers who will kill humans in a heartbeat. In fact, most communities
have it
in
down.
Africa will avoid contact with these wild animals at all costs. However, in some countries, people have learned to live alongside the cackling hyenas, even feeding and petting them. In Harbour, Ethiopia, humans and hyenas have lived peacefully for 200 years after a rocky history.
I'm sorry, but that doesn't look like they're living peacefully. That does not. Comment down below. Is it just me? That doesn't. If I'm on a chain, my neck's being draped up, that doesn't look like I'm living peacefully in my natural habitat. They mean to say that hyenas aren't killing people. That doesn't mean we're living peacefully. It means we're controlling them and probably mistreating them as well. Anna?
Yeah.
Centuries ago, hyenas used to attack townspeople
Hey,
until they
yeah.
came up with a smart solution. They carved holes in the city walls and threw scraps of meat out to keep the beasts at bay. Since then, people like Abbas Youssef have used this technique to feed and train the ferocious hyenas and even attract crowds of tourists. He's even known as the Hyena Man, and he inherited the unusual skill from his father, who also managed to tame these wild beasts. In Abaju, Nigeria's capital, there are groups of nomadic people who learn to train the feared hyena as children. They handle the wild dog with no fear, partly due to their unique relationship with hyenas,
There are my friends.
and partly due to a mysterious medicine that the so-called hyena men drink for courage and strength. You can even see these guys commanding the deadly
Mother,
animals to sit
right, is that
and actually
monkey?
hug it.
Hold on a minute. Did you see the monkey had a t-shirt on? Did you see?
No, I missed that.
Babe, are we able to put it back a little bit?
Yeah, we can. I was looking
monkey
at the
had-
guy riding the hyena.
The guy was riding the hyena and the other monkey had a t-shirt on. A blue t-shirt, unless I'm literally just seeing things.
Partly due to their
It's on
unique
this side,
relationship
watch.
with hyenas,
There are my friends.
and partly due to a mysterious medicine that the so-called hyena men drink for courage and strength. You can even see these guys commanding
And the red one as
And the red one.
Actually,
One's got Man United top, one's got Chelsea top, bro.
These dangerous animals could really be kept as pets.
That's, wow, there's a lot going on in that video.
Mezzi, the mountain lion. Anyone who lives with a cat will know exactly how fierce and independent these strong-minded felines can be. Now, house cats are one thing, but
I
a
like their
mountain lion
tail.
in your
Yeah.
apartment is a whole nother story. Mariah and Alexander Dmitriev adopted their puma after spotting him at Zoransk Zoo in Penza at just 8 months old. They fell in love with the furry cub and managed to convince
He
zookeepers
doesn't
to let
look
them take him
impressed.
home.
He's like,
Shockingly, they agreed, and this brave Russian couple fell in love with their dream pet. Mezzi the puma is now a 90-pound, fully grown adult and shares a small studio apartment with his new human owners. They even converted their hallway into a
Nice.
lion's den, complete with a tree, hidey holes, and
Pretty
walls
face,
made of
though.
bamboo.
Yeah, beautiful.
Seems like Mezzi is living his
Very
best life.
pretty.
Mariah and Alexander take
got
the
a coat.
pampered puma out for walks, feed him a diet of raw meat, and take him for training sessions 4 times a week. He even has his very own Instagram account, along with 1.4 million followers who tune in to
People, watch things. Eventually, we're gonna have 1.4 million followers, and then somebody's gonna pause a video like that and then look into the camera like that as well.
a puma has 1.4. Yeah, I'm over here.
With my 59.
see this wild cat's antics. However, it seems that Mezzi isn't totally accepted by everyone in the family yet. Their other cat, a Sphinx, hisses and bats Mezzi away with his paws if he comes too close. That's one courageous kitty.
I like cats though.
Doc Anno's Tiger Collection. Bhagavan may have found international fame on the hit Netflix show Tiger King, but he's been a well-known animal trainer for decades. You may know him best as Doc Anno, the founder of the Institute for Greatly Endangered and Rare Species, a 50-acre wildlife preserve in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Doc has trained over 400 big cats and handles many exotic animals, and raised his first ever tiger cub in 1982. Since then, he's made a name for himself in the animal handling world, and has even worked on films such as Dr. Dolittle and Ace Ventrura's Pet Detective. He famously joined Britney Spears on stage during the MTV VMAs in 2001, where he wrangled his pet tiger as Spears danced with one of his pythons. More recently, Doc was featured in a sensational Tiger King docuseries, which made a string of wild claims about his Myrtle Beach Wildlife Preserve. However, the doc called the show a quasi-fictional drama more focused on shock value and titillation than fact.
Goodness
Anno,
me,
who
look
was
how
brought up on
big
a
it
cattle
is.
ranch, is now
Massive.
passing on his love of exotic pets to his son, Cody, who's been nicknamed the real-life Tarzan.
Save the tiger, we can save the world. If we let the tiger go, we're losing a piece of ourselves forever.
Rare serval cat. This couple would never be happy with your average tabby cat. They've become the first people in the UK to own a rare and exotic serval
in the
cat.
UK?
They even needed a special license to keep this ferocious cat. The wild cat has to stay
Oh
contained.
my god.
Now, Ruth loves these type of cats. I don't.
They got a long neck like me.
Long necks and very prissy and
big ears and long necks. It's my spirit animal.
No, I don't like them at all.
Really?
I don't like the look of them. They just look very.
No.
Yeah. So who knows?
Oh, man.
Yeah, they just look like they will snake you. Like
Cats are like that
yeah.
though. Cats are savage.
I know that from normal cats, but these ones just have an extra layer of. As soon as you turn around, I will swipe your feet. Yeah.
I'll take you down.
I'll take you down.
Within a secure garden with a high fence, and the doors and windows of the house have to remain closed at all times in case he tries to escape. The Manchester couple feed their big cat about 20 British pounds worth of chicks, mice, and even rabbits every week, and it's currently about 3 feet long with room to grow.
You can see he's got really long legs and a really long neck and those massive ears. Those ears are used for hearing one of their favorite prey, which is rodents.
The exotic pet owners named his African wild cat Anno, and he's most certainly not their first dangerous pet.
Oh,
they
look.
also have a Cuvier dwarf caiman, which is a small breed of crocodile. This isn't your typical British house. In fact, it's more like a zoo. Their children, aged 4 and 10, aren't fazed at all by their dangerous pets, and Anubis even sleeps in his owner's bed at night.
Anubis.
Rex, the water monitor. This definitely isn't your average pet.
Nope. Nope. Absolutely not.
And this one looks like the size of a
She's
human.
carrying it, bro. She's carrying it.
In fact, animal experts claim that the water monitor is actually impossible to domesticate due to the fact that they're so aggressive and dangerous. The water monitor has been known to crush bones in humans, and it's also highly venomous. A bite from one of these giant lizards can result in excessive bleeding and swelling. They can grow to over 7 feet in length. However, these freaky facts didn't put off the owner of Rex the water monitor. She adopted Rex when he was just 2 months old and named him Rex because he looked so much like a terrifying Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Big fatty when we got him.
Looks like, is it John Collins?
Rivers?
John Rivers.
This long lizard was raised with dogs and dines on an unusual diet of rabbits and squirrels. This huge beast weighs 50 pounds.
They put a t-shirt on it. Are they not cold-blooded?
While Rex may look pretty harmless, monitor
How are your
lizards
little feet
are
though? Cute. They're little baby toes.
with more and more people keeping them as pets. Rex even dresses up as a dragon for Halloween. Would you ever adopt one of these terrifying
Absolutely not.
I'm good, thanks.
Hulk and his dynasty.
No.
Meet Hulk, the largest pit bull in the world. This enormous dog weighs a staggering 174 pounds. His proud owners, Marlon and Lisa Grinnan, are the founders of Dark Dynasty Canines in New Hampshire.
He drapes him down. And I bet that dog stinks as well.
Why? You have to
Trained
wash
the
him with
dogs
a ride.
specifically for protection services. When Hulk fathered 8 pit bull puppies, each one of them were expected to fetch a whopping $55,000.
Wow.
That's one expensive guard pup.
For each
Hulk
one.
has some
Goodness
seriously
me.
strong genes, and his fantastic qualities
Why
are
is he so
highly
big?
coveted.
Is he
This
mixed with
pit bull
something?
Papa and his pups live together as a pack without fences or barriers. And they're so well behaved
got
that they
anti-elbows,
can
look.
interact with young children. This gentle, well-balanced family is a stark contrast to how the rest of the world often views this misunderstood breed. The pit bull has been bred to fight and attack, and has even been known to maul humans. One study even claimed that while pit bulls make up 6% of the dog population, they're actually responsible for 68% of dog attacks.
I watched this thing, and I'm not going to get political because I don't have a view either way, but I did watch a documentary that was saying it's not the breed of the dog, it's the owner that makes them like that. So people get these dogs, train them in that way, and then use them in that way, so the dog has that bad name rather than it being something that's natural within the dog, and that's just how it is, that nature nurture thing. I don't know, I don't have a view either way, but I wanted to, they're portraying this in one way, I wanted to just put the other side of the coin. Is it that the dog is dangerous, or is it that the people who get those dogs train it to be dangerous? So could a Doberman be just as dangerous?
Yeah, I
don't know.
Yeah, personally, I think all these are wild animals, so they have
like
an element of an instinct of being in the wild or being wild. So yes, you can train them, as in the nurture, but you can't stop something that's within you. I guess
nature,
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's like Okay, so if we
No, go on.
So I just thought of an analogy.
Yeah.
Think about a dam. A dam
Of water.
of water. The water, the nature of the water is to go forward and go down the river and go follow the path. And then you create a dam and block it. You can block it and you can stop it from going down there, but eventually
the water's still going in that direction.
It's going in that direction.
And eventually it could break.
It could break, and then if it breaks, it would then flood everything, and then we say that water was
damaging.
Yeah. But that's where it was flowing in the first place. So that's how I look at a lot of this type of stuff. We've seen very caring and very loving pets just turn and do something which is out of character.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Let's see what Marlon has to say.
Dogs on the planet right now. It's about 180 pounds, which makes him one of the largest pit bulls in the world.
What do you guys think
He's
of the hog?
180
Is he the
pounds. Where's his
perfect
ears?
ambassador for the pit bull
They're
breed?
laid back. I know what you're gonna say.
What was it say? Go on, hit me with it, babe.
Because they're washing together, yeah?
The dog's booty hole is open. The dog's booty hole remains open. There's no cheeks to cover that. His booty hole is open and you've got your kid there. Are you actually okay?
The Lion Whisperer. Kevin Richardson was nicknamed the Lion Whisperer by a British newspaper back in 2007, and the name seems to have stuck. This big cat lover runs his very own wildlife sanctuary near Johannesburg, South Africa, and a viral video of Kevin playing with his lions has been viewed more than 25 million times on YouTube. Yeah, Richardson is a very unique individual and has loved lions ever since he first worked at Lion Park in 1998. One day he bonded with two 7-month-old cubs named Tao and Nicole. Every day for the
I think
next
maybe
8
the
months,
mane might
forming
be
a lifelong
coarse,
connection
and then the
that would
rest of it
change the
is
rest of his life.
quite silky.
The lions
Yeah.
adored Richardson
So
and his
silky
confidence to
smooth.
roar and interact with them. Today, he's devoted his entire career to opposing the trophy hunting of lions.
Realizing that it's not about biting Kevin's handles. She could have a good gnaw on it. If she bites me too hard, she'll get a little bit of a warning on her nut.
And he has a strict
I like his
no breeding
accent.
policy at his wildlife sanctuary. Just look at the way these lions
The
worship
eyes.
Richardson. No wonder they call him the Lion Whisperer. Travis the chimp goes ape. One of the most famous cases of exotic pets gone wild is the tale of Travis the chimp. This household pet was raised in Connecticut by Sandra Harold, who adopted the wild animal when he was just a tiny chimpanzee. The two did everything together, and Travis was like any other child. However, as he reached adulthood, problems started
Did
to
she just say,
arise.
like any
This
other
fully grown
child?
chimpanzee
Oh, we're just gonna brush over that. He said it's like any other child.
Because you treat them like your children. Well,
My child ain't no monkey.
a lot of these guys treat them like their children.
He was insanely strong and super
absolutely
powerful.
not.
And over the years, it seemed as though Travis was starting to question his place in the human world he had been raised in. Disaster struck when the chimp lashed out one day, committing a horrific attack that left Sandra's friends scarred for life.
What's wrong there?
The chimp killed my friend!
This totally unexpected tragedy took the world by surprise and served as a visceral warning as to how dangerous pet chimpanzees really are.
It killed the woman.
Goodness me.
Oh my god.
But the video said left scarred for life.
For life.
You're dead. How can you be scarred for life? Oh, left. The owner scarred
for life because he killed her friend.
Oh, goodness me. Oh. Like my heart is just twisting. And this is what I mean when I was talking earlier on.
Oh my god.
It could be nice to you, that person. You could be the one person that animal takes to, and or one family it takes to, and you're vibing and everything, and then something can, someone walks in the house and they just don't like their spirit. Still feeling a bit.
That took a turn for the way I didn't know somebody was gonna die.
Oh no, like do it right at the beginning and then finish off on a high point. But goodness me.
Sorry, I'm sorry for her. I'm sorry for her friends. I'm sorry for her family.
Jessica the hippo. Jessica spends her days in the river of Hoedspruit, South Africa, and sleeps in her owner's house by night. Yeah.
Question. Aren't hippos supposed to be wet?
No, they're like pigs, aren't they?
I thought they had to be wet, like fish.
No, they don't have to be wet. They can live on land or water.
And this gentle giant is one of the only pet hippos in the world. The hippopotamus is one of the most dangerous creatures in Africa, and it's estimated that they kill around 500 people every year, and they're super territorial. However, Jessica has been raised by her owners, Tony and Shirley Juba, as if she was one of the family. Her calm and graceful nature makes her one of the most unique hippos on earth, and tourists are even invited to join Jessica and the family for feeding time. For a small fee, Tony has a background as a park ranger and took in the hippo when her mother was lying at the border of Kruger Park. Ever since then, this 2,200-pound hippo has been living a charmed life at her human family's picturesque home and putting a smile on thousands of
her hands
tourist
are wet.
faces.
She's wetting her arm so she can go to bed.
Tyson's Tiger Tyrants. World famous boxing champion Mike Tyson may be known for his wild behavior, but did you know that he was once notorious for his wild pets? Yeah, Tyson placed an order for his pet tigers while he was still in prison, and the heavyweight champion even kept them in his home for over a decade. Now, that's one house that you definitely wouldn't dare to trespass into.
No.
That is allegedly what happened when a woman on Mike Tyson's property was involved in a tragic accident with one of his beloved white tigers. Tyson claimed that he paid out a cool $250,000 as compensation to this uninvited guest whose hand was severely mauled by the big cat. Since that incident, the boxer has come to realize that these rare and exotic predators cannot be domesticated.
So the story is, she was unwelcome on his property like a trespasser, and the cat bit her hand and he paid her $250,000. That's the story we're sticking to.
And he donated the animals to a sanctuary after 14 years in his care. Nowadays, Mike Tyson has found a forever friend in his beloved poodle. That sounds like a much more sensible pet.
Kit Kat are dominating the advert space. Have they brought out a new Kit Kat or something? That looks regular to me.
Just a regular Kit Kat.
Buffalo. Now, we've seen all kinds of pets before, but we've never seen a pet buffalo. Jim Soutner is famous in his small town of Spruce Grove in Alberta, Canada, for bringing his fluffy friend with him wherever he goes. The enormous creature, who goes by the name of Bailey Jr., even joins Jim at the bar for a cold beer. This hefty 800-pound buffalo is 6 feet tall and 8 feet in length, but Soutner swears that he doesn't have an aggressive bone in his body.
Jeez.
See such a huge, powerful, unpredictable animal behave so gingerly in a home.
I like that word,
Jim and his wife Linda have bottle-fed Bailey Jr. ever since he was a baby, and the oversized buffalo was treated as Soutner even had his 987.
Oh wow.
They violated.
Let it know.
Hold on a minute. They violated.
I know. Wow, that's just different.
They
Like we've got a whole buffalo head
on the wall.
on the wall.
That's your great auntie Agnes. You can go that way too.
Goodness me. That's different.
They violated.
Join him on his road trips. We don't know about you, but this buffalo kind of looks like an awesome pet. What a wild bunch. I think we'll stick to our cats and dogs. So which one of these dangerous animals could you see yourself owning as a pet?
Wow. Wow, wow.
Wow, wow.
Wow, wow.
That was different.
Which one would you have if you had to have one?
If
what
I
would you
had
choose?
to have one, I would choose the wolves. But I don't know if the wolves were real though.
Yeah.
That could have been
Photoshop.
But yeah, if I had to choose one, either the wolves or the lions. I like the look of the lions.
And what would you say absolutely no to?
The python. No to the python. What would you take?
The cat with the big ears.
Oh yeah. I knew that before I even said what would you take. Yeah.
That's a vibe.
That's
sorry.
different.
I'm sorry for the woman who died with the monkey. That's wow.
Anyway, that's the end of the video.
Thank you so much for watching.
And if you haven't already, make sure to like the video because it helps us out. Subscribing is a big commitment. So comment down below. Let us know who you are. And we will see you on the
next one. Bye.
Bye.